G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, it's a follow-on video from my front nine. I'm playing the Simulated Golf Tour Pro round. We're on the 10th tee at Red Hawk Ridge. We had 4 under on the front nine. We left a few out there. So this nine, I've really got to try and knuckle down and get some birdies. So ideally, I want to get to about 10 under par. So yeah, I've got a bit of work to do. Okay, the 10th hole's a par 4. It's got a massive, like, what would you call this? Like a massive valley before the green. This is not really a hole where you can go for it. So I'm just going to hit a hybrid down there and give myself, 120, 130 yards into this green. It is downhill 20 yards as well. So it's a tough shot. It's a shot that you really have to think about. Oh, that was a bad swing. That was horrendous. That's got to go. Go, go, go. Oh no. That is absolutely dead. And I'm not even sure if when I hit this shot, it's going to hit the grass there ahead of me. It does say I'm on an upslope of 10.7 degrees, but this could potentially be one of those shots where you hit it and it just hits the bank straight away. 138 yards. So with all the math done, it's 127 yards to the pin. Because this is where I have to really hit it high, I'm going to hit a gap wedge and this will come up short. I know it'll come up short. But if I try and hit a pitching wedge and get cute and put it close, I've got a feeling it's going to hit the bank and I'm going to end up in that that valley before the green, or that that rough before the green. So I'm going to try and hit a really hard gap wedge and hope that it gets high. Go. Okay, the good news is it didn't hit that ridge in front, or it didn't hit the rough in front of the bunker. As we expected, we got a really long putt. As my putting's not that good on GS Pro, I'm gonna actually chip this. So 17 yards, I'm gonna do a 17-foot feel in my sim room, or 18-foot feel. And I'll take that. There's no way I was gonna put a putt that close to escape with a par. The tee shot there really let us down. Okay, so we've got 178. We're uphill 4 yards, so 182, less 12% is 160. Let's have a look at what we're dealing with. So 160 to the pin, which is an 8-iron for me, 8-iron carry. We want to leave this below the hole. Again, we want an uphill putt. So I'm going to hit an 8-iron, but I'm going to take the tiniest amount off. So ideally, this should land 155 and roll up to the pin. That's got to sit down, sit. A little bit long, so I carried that 160, and we've got a downhill putt. So not the perfect shot, but not horrendous. Okay, so we've got a tough left to right putt now downhill. So being downhill, it's going to break a little bit more. So we've got 16 feet. This is going to play about a 12-foot feel. Ah, it didn't break. Okay, you can't be upset when you hit a good putt. We had our line. I hit a perfect putt there. It just didn't break. So on to the next hole. 367, 9 yards uphill. I'm just going to, even though there's rough up there, I'm just going to hit driver because I'm in a position now where I really need to start getting birdies. So I'm running out of holes. So I'm going to try and press the issue just a little bit. Low and left. Not good. Not swinging it great today, but we'll try and manage our golf ball around the course. So we've got 73 yards. We are slightly uphill. So it's going to play 73. It's going to come out a little right, and we're on an upslope. So it's going to come off probably about 1 or 2 yards short. So this is going to be playing about a 67-yard carry to the pin. I don't want to go long again. I don't want that downhill putt. So I'm going to try 67 yards. I'm going to try and leave it just short here. So if I could aim to carry this, say 65 yards, that should be perfect. It's got to go. Oh, that's horrendous. Okay, so that took 10% off, not 5. Yeah, usually bunkers are about 5%. That took 10% off, so it is what it is. Let's just get a nice up and down here. I mean, for me, I didn't execute. I hit it 60 yards. I was trying to hit it 65. But hey, was it a bad enough shot to end up in this bunker? Probably not, but hey, it is what it is. All right, 23 yards. These greenside bunkers play 20% deficit. So we're playing this about 26, 27 yards to the pin. So if I try and land this around 22 yards as a feel, that should be good. Ah, I wanted it in that gimme circle. All right, we've got a little pressure putt. I'm gonna go just inside right edge, about a 6 or 7 foot feel. Nice. Okay, par 5, reachable. It is uphill. This is just driver. That's fading. Not a good swing. We're struggling today. That's going to leave us 204. We're 16 yards uphill, so 220. And then less the 12% is 193, 194. So 194. It's going to come out left, and I kind of want to leave this again. A lot of these greens is just slope back to front. I'm going to try and hit a 190 club. 5-iron's going to go the back of the green. So this is going to have to be just a really hard 6. Hit it good. It's got to go. Go. Really good shot there. I struck that really nice. And that's going to leave us a really good opportunity for an eagle. We've got an uphill putt, right to left. I'm going to play it right edge, 7.5 feet, uphill slightly. I'm going to play this about an 8.5 foot feel. Oh, just. I pushed that one. Just lipped in. Okay. 14th hole, par 3. This one's way downhill. So we've got 198, less 20, so 178, 156 to the pin. So 156. Again, tough yardage. Slightly, if that wind stays where it is, I could just hit an 8-iron. I'm going to try and leave it slightly short. This is going to be an 8-iron again, but I'm going to have to take a little bit off it. Get left. Okay. Look, it's not the worst shot, but we've left ourselves quite a hard putt now. Just let it leak out to the right. I was trying to go more straight at the pin. Okay, so we're downhill and we're right to left, 24 feet. It's going to be about a 20-foot feel. How did that miss? Oh, that's 2 that right over the edge. Okay, on to the next hole. We've got a par 4. It's 524. It's downhill 50 yards, so it's just going to be a driver. That's a decent strike. Much better. And that's going to leave us around 140 yards. 140 yards, less 10, 130. Less 12%, it's going to play 114 to the pin. It is on a downslope, so I'm going to play at 112, and it's going to come out slightly right. Kind of slopes from the side, so each side of the green it comes in on, so it should, if anything, if you hit it offline, funnel it back to the hole, which is good. So you kind of want to carry this about 112. So for me, it's an in-between yardage. I'm going to have to hit a 52 and take a bit off it. Be good. Stay there. Okay, that's a good shot. Really happy with that one. That's left us 11.5 feet uphill. A bit of break at the start, but then not a lot towards the end. So probably be just on that left edge there. And it's going to be about a 13-foot feel. Get in. Really good birdie there. Okay, that brings us on to 16. So par 5, 563 yards uphill. So I'm going to have to absolutely nuke a drive here to get it home. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, we don't run out of fairway, which is good. So pretty much this is just going to be a hard drive, hopefully down the middle. Oh, that was a bad swing. Ah, Joe, come on. Not good. Just not feeling it with the driver today. And that's 260, but it's uphill 14, so 275. It's off a severe left slope as well. I'm just going to hit 3-wood. I think if I can connect with 3-wood, it should actually be pretty good. Again, these are the holes you really need to hit good drives on because you've got a major opportunity to make an eagle or worst case a birdie. When you hit a bad drive like that on a hole like this, you just go, it's just a waste. It makes it hard to get that birdie. So, all right, I'm gonna have to hit a good 3-wood here. Not the best swing again, but it's up there. And we'll try and scramble for our birdie now. So it's gonna come off right. The green is sloping left to right as well. So you've still got these grid lines showing it's going to funnel right. Let's just have a look. If I land this around 12 yards, it should feed towards the hole. So I'm going to try and land this around 14 yards. I'm going to be hitting more of a bunker flop shot style shot. Sit. Okay, not horrendous. Actually had a few frame rate drops there, and I'm just thinking this is one of the newer courses with the new textures and all the new tools. So running OBS in the background seems to be pushing my laptop a bit more. Okay, right to left putt. It is slightly uphill. I'm going to play this about a ball and a bit outside the right edge, and it's just a firm 8-foot feel. Oh, I hit that too hard. I hit that too hard. What a waste. Okay, we got 162, less than 12%. That gives us 142. It's going to be a tough yardage. So the green again is sloping back to front. So I'm going to try and hit a 9-iron, but it's going to be more of a punch 9-iron. I'm going to try and flight it a little lower, hopefully land it around that 140, 138 to 140, and then it should roll up. The reason I'm not trying to nuke a pitching wedge is because I'm trying to get as close to the pin because I'm running out of holes. If I used a pitching wedge, it would potentially land at the pin 140, but it would have so much spin, it would just come back. So for me, a 9-iron with less spin and a lower flight is a better shot here. This is, however, been really aggressive because anything long and I'm dead. And this does have the opportunity, if I hit it too good, to go long. So if I was about 12, 13 under par at this point, I'd probably hit a pitching wedge. Well, I would hit a pitching wedge, but the position I'm in now, being 7 under, I need to kind of force things to happen. I'm going to go with the 9-iron. Be good. Oh, I just spun, but that's exactly the shot I was trying to hit. So lower flight, peak height was 26 instead of the 35, and kind of drilled it in and made the ball bounce forward and instead of spinning back aggressively. Okay, that leaves us a 5-foot putt, right to left. I'm gonna go right edge, and this is gonna be just a 5-foot feel. Lovely. Really, really good birdie there. And going on to the 18th, cool. This is a par 5. That gives us a massive opportunity to try and get eagle and to get to our 10 under number that we had in our head before we started. So danger is I can reach that bunker and water if I nuke a drive because of the altitude and it's downhill 34 yards. So I'm going to take it just in between the rough on the left and the bunker on the right. Now this hole here, again, if I was about 13, 14 under par, I would not be hitting driver. I'd be hitting a 3-wood because I can easily reach it with a 3-wood. The reason I'm hitting driver is because I want to try and force that eagle. And so I want to put it as close to the hole as I can so I can hit a shorter iron in. Get right. Kick right for me. Okay, good. That was a much better swing there. Much better swing. I just tried to basically just swing freely and not worry about it. And look at the ball speed there. We've jumped up to you know, 166 almost. Let's see what we've got here. So we have, for anyone that wants to know as well, there's a list of hotkeys. If you literally jump into this menu here and you just go shortcuts, you've got all your shortcuts there. You can also bring that up by pushing tab, and this will give you all the shortcuts that I use. This is a really big opportunity now for eagle. So I've got 103 yards, no wind, slight downslope, and it's going to come out slightly right. Again, sloping back to front. All these greens all day have been back to front. We kind of want to leave this below the hole, which makes it hard because they've tucked the pin right at the front. The advantage I have now that I've hit a really good drive, is I can use a lot of spin and get the ball sucking back to the hole. So let's get our calculation. It's going to be 90 yards to the pin. Now, if I absolutely nuke a lob wedge, it's 100 yards. So I'm going to take a little bit off my lob wedge, but essentially all I'm doing is hitting a full lob wedge to try and generate as much spin as I can. Hopefully the spin on this shot is about 11,000, and that should suck it back to the hole and leave us below the hole. So when you hear people say, oh, you should never hit a full lob wedge, you should never hit a full sand wedge, yes, they're correct to a certain extent. You do have to hit a full lob and full sand wedge in some instances. When you want to have a shot like this, for instance, the flag's tucked, you're trying to get it close to the hole. If I was to hit a 3/4 52 here, there's no way I'm going to leave the ball below the hole. So this shot calls for, you know, something out of the norm. Be good. Spin. Come on. Oh, so close. So close to that eagle. Now we got to work for it. We got to earn it. And it's not an easy putt either. We got a slight downhill putt, and it's right to left, quite severely as well. So I'm going to play this out there about a ball. It's a 6-foot feel. This is a tough putt. Hopefully I've played enough break. Get in. That ended up being a good round. We got to where we wanted to get to, so really happy with that back nine. Didn't hit it very good, but as you saw, I just managed my ball around the course, and that's a 62, so 10 under par. That was our goal for the day. We've achieved it. All right, guys, if you like that video, let me know. If you got any comments, let me know as well. I'm gonna try and put more tournament rounds up if people like seeing that. So if you do like seeing that, of course, let me know, and I'll put more rounds up. I will probably do round 2 as well for this tournament. So stay tuned for that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.